Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Great Awakening podcast. I'm your host, Giselebrun, and I've brought back one of my friends and colleagues from the UK, Jenny Tollinton, today for a very special broadcast. She has just launched a new deck of cards and is going to do a reading for all of us today, and what the energies are bringing in relation to what's going on our planet. So Jenny is a spiritual well-being coach, holistic therapist. She's also an author, and she is the creator and founder of the Soul Cards and the Diamond Star Cards. Welcome again, Jenny. It's so nice to have you back on the show.
Hi, Gisele. Thank you. So lovely to be back.
Yeah, what a great time to be in, right?
Yeah, what a great time to be alive.
Definitely. So you brought these beautiful cards. I've had the privilege of receiving a beautiful reading from you the other day, and it was absolutely amazing. It's definitely something that everyone should see because these are very unique cards. So can you show the cards to the audience, but explain how they actually work because they're very unique?
I can. I give a little background to them first.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Well, this is the box.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah. And these Diamond Star cards have 6 sets to them. And they originally started out as a set of faith, trust, and belief cards. And part of my own healing journey back from 1995 through to healing in 2008, I used Louise L. Hay's works to help me through this. She was the big part. And in 2013, I thought, I want to do some positivity cards like Louise. And some words came into my head. So I started to write them down. And then this was the back end of 2013. And they actually took 5 years to come into fruition. And I produced them as Faith, Trust and Believe, a set of 36 cards. And at the time, they weren't for people in the know before the time, but they were before the time for people not in the know. So they've been out there for like 5 years, and I always knew there were going to be some more connected to them. So then I got feel, sense, and know came in. And the wordings for these really came in with a bang. They came in January 2021. And over 2 days, back to back, 14 hours per day, all the words for the cards were written. It all just channeled through. And then it took about another, 16 months or so before all the artwork was finished on them.
Mm-hmm.
There must be over 1,000 hours of love gone into producing these cards. Yeah. And they still blow me away to this day. Because how they work, they take you on a journey of self-enlightenment through your own faith, trust and belief. Because your soul always knowing as you feel and sense your way through this life in sync with your spiritual essence. So they were created in pure unconditional love, and they depict what you need to know in the now, for they know your own soul's truth. And they help to bring clarity and insight and perspective Okay. So they had their debut outing 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
When, when I was at a wellbeing fair. And I did 14 readings for people over that weekend. And they just continue to amaze me and blow me away with how they work. They don't work in the same way for everybody, because I do a different type of spread. I pull different amounts of cards.
Yes.
The meanings can be slightly different for, well, they are different for each individual. They have number meanings with them. They were based on, this again was how it was channeled through, they were based on the numbers 3, 6, and 9. They're magical numbers, which whatever you do with them, you'll always get a 3, 6, or a 9, however you add them up. So this set of cards were then going to be faith, trust, believe, feel, sense, know. So that would be 72 cards, which added to 9. So I set to doing all that, tweaking, all the formatting. And then I was shown to put 6 major diamond cards in. So that became a set of 78, which is the same amount of cards as are in tarot cards.
That's right.
So although they're not tarot cards, they do work akin. But they're a modern day divination tool. So they're here to help people who are awakening or who are already awake. Because how they work is your soul is drawn to the cards. Your soul is drawn for a reading. Your soul is the one that chooses how many cards are going to come out, etc. And then I intuitively read the cards, and I will get I will get a story coming through about where you are, how you are, what kind of things are going on. And then from there, they're always spot on. And so from there, we then speak with whoever's having the reading. A little bit more information comes out then. And then I also go through, we have this beautiful guidebook.
Yes.
So I also then go through the guidebook, because obviously these wordings came out, the faith, trust, belief wordings came out 10 years ago. And the other wordings came out almost 2 years ago. So I'm not able to remember all these wordings in here. But how they work is that the wordings in here then clarify the reading. So that's sort of how they came into fruition. I absolutely loved them because they just surprised me from start to finish. And just before they went to print, or right at the very last minute, I had to change them again because they also wanted me to add some crystals to them. Special crystals to the diamond star cards. So and what they wanted me to do was just put a crystal to a diamond star card and give the crystal healing properties. So again, because that was last minute, I haven't got all that in my head, although I have got a good
well, we can't expect you to remember a whole 78 card meaning, right? Let alone some crystals added to that. Oh my God.
So they're just, they just blow me away. I mean, from the very first creation of the first set, I've always worked with no resources. I just do it.
Of course.
Because it flows through. And I didn't have any resources to get the first deck of cards. And at the 11th hour, 6:30 one evening before the following day, which was the last day I could have had them sent to print to get them for Christmas 2018, a beautiful soul came in and was asking me about them, and and I was saying, oh, I need like the angel number 444 to get 50 decks.
Yes.
And anyway, I changed the conversation, and then she brought it back and she went, so how much do you want? So I was
That's
like,
beautiful gift.
444. And they were like, yeah, absolutely. And it's yours. I'll be there in 10 minutes.
Nice.
And that's how the Faith, Trust, Believe cards came out. So just magical.
Well, yeah, it's faith, trust, and belief that brought that lady to you to begin with, isn't it?
Absolutely. So I've gone on with that with the
Yes.
Diamond Star ones in the same
Yeah.
thing. And I'm now like accruing to sort of pay back that now.
Yes,
But
it's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anybody who wants a reading, I've started to do some fairs, but I
Mm-hmm.
can also do readings online via Zoom or in
Yes.
person.
We will add those links in the description so that they can reach you specifically for what we're doing today.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think
Okay.
there's going to be some really cool, interesting people that are going to come forward. But I will let you do your thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to call in for the collective.
Absolutely.
Because I know that we all are needing help and support at this time.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to tune in first.
Absolutely.
Okay. Now, I'm going to choose 3 cards. And this is for the whole of humanity. Okay. Where we're at this moment in time. Thank you. You won't be able to see what I'm doing, but I'm going to separate them into 3 sets.
We'll put a picture up we'll put a picture up for everyone to see afterwards. Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so our first card. Our first card is Faith 5. Treating our body, mind, and soul with healthy respect.
Wow. How appropriate. Yes.
Collective, that's a very, very, very important message.
Absolutely.
Number 5s are about change and freedom.
Mm-hmm.
in the Soul Star cards, that's what the numbers are.
Mm-hmm.
There are 2 crystals on there. It's gold and one is rose quartz. And gold's purity of love, and the rose quartz, of course, is the heart. It's connected to your heart. If you have a piece of rose quartz by your heart or by your bed when you're sleeping, it can help bring lots of calm.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to pop that down there. There will be a little bit more as I go a little bit further on.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful cards for the collective.
Trust.
9.
Mm-hmm.
Forgiveness is key. Sets all free. And number 9s, the endings, but in the cards here, they're also about fulfillment and universal wisdom. The crystal on this one is emerald, which is the healing crystal. I'm going to pop that down. So I'm going to come back to them in a minute. They're just magic. We started with the number 5, and we have another number 5. And this is no 5. And it's
Nice.
changing my perception. I love all with no exceptions. Okay. For the collective, I can't think of any better cards that have come through. The crystal on here is a tanzanite. And I wear tanzanite on a beautiful necklace, and I just actually got a piece today as well. Beautiful piece. I'll just see if we can show this piece.
Oh, that is stunning.
It's
Very
absolutely
beautiful.
gorgeous.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is. It's very, very lovely. Lovely.
Really nice. Yeah. And again, 5s are about change and freedom.
Exactly.
Now, I always look at the bottom card.
Oh, Lord.
Wow.
Connection.
Absolutely. Wow.
Okay, that is a bonus card. Connection. Yes, we are all connected. There's no doubt about that.
How awesome.
Oh, wow. That is
This
thrilling.
It is, because this is one of 6. This is one of the 6 master cards.
Wow.
And I've only picked 4 cards out of 78.
Yeah.
And this is the one on the bottom. And again, this is tanzanite. So this is beautiful. Now they all have one word on the diamond star cards.
Yeah.
And there is a tagline to them, like's on the bottom of the other cards. But for these, I can't always remember what they are. And this one's about a bringing together of spiritual bonding through otherworldly beings and healing connections. So these have just blown me away. For everything that's going on in the world today.
Yes.
What they're asking us to do is to really not take any notice of what anybody else is saying, what anybody else is trying to tell you to do. Yes. This is about you treating your own body, mind and soul with a healthy respect. If you know what you should and shouldn't be putting in it, then you know that's your knowing, and that's for you to accept.
Yes.
To bring in some balance as well. You know, by doing that, you're going to bring balance into your life.
Yes.
And keep the faith with that. And the other thing that these cards do is, if you hold the crystals in your left hand and gaze upon the image, you can also get you can also get.
And I have fluorite today.
All right, okay.
It's kind of hard to see.
Yeah, the 2 on here are gold and rose quartz.
Right. I do have those, but they're not present on my desk at the moment.
Okay. So we're being asked to listen to our bodies. Really, really listen to your body. Be mindful about what you're putting in your body. Okay.
Yes, agreed.
And trust 9. This fulfillment and universal wisdom. Forgiving ourselves first is always doing anything first is always the starting point. But forgiveness really is key.
Yes.
If we don't forgive even the perpetrators, how can the world heal? How can humanity heal?
Yeah.
We have to, not condoning by any means, any stretch of the imagination whatsoever. I'm not condoning, but we have to forgive, because that's the key that sets all free. Okay.
Absolutely.
And then knowing it and the change again about if you're changing changing your perceptions. Actually, my Positone business tagline is changing perceptions.
That's right. It is indeed.
So it doesn't matter what color, shape, size, belief, species, otherworldly, human, it doesn't matter who or what, but just changing perceptions. And then it's just gonna, can you see how these actually flow together really beautifully?
Yes, they
They just
do.
do.
Their meanings,
They're
everything is
talking
one into
about,
the other. It really, yes, it's creating an answer to a lot of the questions that humanity is posing right now. I see.
absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. So they're so needed in this great awakening time that we're in. And
Yes.
this is actually the debut reading for the collective, because I've not done one. I waited specially until we did this podcast today,
I'm so
and
grateful.
I'm just blown away by that. So I'm going to put those down there,
Yes.
and I'm going to read what
Mhm.
the Tanzanite crystal, because the Tanzanite crystal came with the no card, and
Yes.
it's come with the connection card.
Yes,
So it's
please.
a high vibrational connecting crystal,
Mhm.
and it's shifting colours through the blues and the purples. They facilitate a raising of consciousness in the linking to the other realms. So it's a
Interesting.
beautiful crystal to have and to hold for that. And it also assists with inner and outer journeying,
Mhm.
with downloads of information from the Akashic records.
Cool.
So that's even better. It helps to dissolve old patterning
Mm.
of karmic dis-ease, and
Nice.
it creates space for new patterns to emerge.
Oh, cool.
So its healing properties detoxify, strengthen the immune system, and help the cells to regenerate. So what a
Nice.
perfect card to get
Yeah.
with the other three cards for the collective.
Oh, that's
Just,
beautiful.
I really hope, yeah, no, I don't hope. I trust that people understand the
Mhm.
meanings behind these cards. And I
Yes.
trust that people can understand. Try and pop that one.
Yeah.
Can you see all the cards there?
We can see
Trying
it
to get
very, very well. We can see
yeah.
it very well. But we'll post a picture, a complete picture of all three side by side for the audience so that they can see it
Yeah.
at at
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so they'll
Okay,
be
so
able
I
to
just
you just
I
beautiful.
don't I don't think there's anything else I can say about
No,
that.
you
You know,
this is totally a beautiful reading for humanity. I am very grateful that you waited to be on the podcast so that we could share this with the world. And I'm so grateful that you shared this beautiful reading with all of us. This is wonderful. And it's very uplifting because so many people right now are feeling very, very heavy and sad. They're feeling a lot of impact from different areas of their lives that they don't see a way out, but there is a way out if we just stay in our hearts. And I think that, by just trusting the voice of creator within your heart, or that inner voice that you hear in your head, it has your own voice, but it's still, if it's empowering you, then it's your Christ itself that's talking to you, saying, hey, it's going to be okay. Just follow my lead. Hear me. I'm here. I'm always with you. And I mean, we tend to forget these things. And then, we can't. Once you surrender, you just have to keep plowing forward and just trusting and having faith and knowing in your heart. And I think that's what the meaning of
mm,
these cards represent to me, is that the journey is just that. It's a journey. There is no destination. It's just where you are being led to experience your life to the fullest that you can.
absolutely, absolutely. Yeah.
This has been wonderful. I really want to thank you for coming on the show today, for sharing this beautiful blessing. Thank you for gifting us with this reading. And hopefully, we can have you again on the show at a later date. Maybe we can do something very different then.
Who knows?
Yeah, you never know. Thanks, Jenny.
Oh, thank you, Gisele. Thank you for the opportunity, and much love to everyone.
Right back at you. Thanks, Jenny, for coming. Bye, everybody. We'll see you soon.
Bye.